If you love chilling horror and mind-bending sci-fi, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the story, and subscribe for more terrifying tales. Your support helps bring these nightmares to life. Now, sit back and prepare for the horror of The Mantis Man. The Mantis Man. By J.W. Steele. The package arrived in an unmarked envelope, just as the unknown dealer on the dark web had promised. A tiny vial filled with shimmering iridescent liquid. A true out-of-body experience, the ad claimed. The most powerful high you will ever know. David Kane smirked as he examined the vial under the cold glow of his penthouse lights. He had tried every drug imaginable, uppers, downers, hallucinogens, designer blends no one could pronounce. Nothing gave him the buzz he needed. Nothing made him feel anything different than the mundane reality he knew, in his wealthy and jaded existence. He needed more. Something dangerous. Something that would push him beyond the edge. And so, without hesitation, he placed the drops from the apothecary vial onto his tongue. The taste was harsh, like the taste of bile and kratom. Its bitterness lingered in his mouth. His eyes watered, and his vision swam, then his mind grew clouded and he staggered into bed. David woke up sprawled across his designer couch, the city skyline blinking through the floor-to-ceiling windows. At first, he thought the drug had done nothing. No hallucinations, no sensations, just another cyber scam. Then he heard it. A whisper. No, not a whisper, more like a signal. Like the sound of a rap from something on the other side tapping on the wall. He sat up abruptly. The room was empty. But the sound remained. Over the next few nights, the rap grew louder. The noise turned into a constant presence, an itch, at the back of his skull. He placed his ear against the black marble wall and squinted his eyes. Listening. His heart thumped with an irregular cadence. Between each lub and each dup, he could make out a whisper, more like a screech. Whatever it was inside him. One evening, while showering, David froze. The water streamed down his skin, but he could feel something moving beneath it. Tiny crawling sensations skittered across his arms and chest. He slapped at his skin, gasping, and stumbled back, slipping and crashing into the glass door. Panting, he yanked the towel around his waist and stared into the mirror. His pupils dilated, shifting, almost compound like the eyes of a dragonfly. And then, on the same night, the Blood Comet appeared in the sky. It had been on the news, a celestial anomaly with an irregular orbit, streaking across Earth's atmosphere every few months. The scientists called it harmless. David wasn't so sure. As the comet's red glow filled the night, something inside him shifted. His skin prickled, his muscles cramped. He stumbled from the bathroom, gripping the counter as his vision blurred. His hands trembled. And then, his fingers elongated, bones snapping, skin stretching. His nails sharpened into curved, twitching talons. His jaw ached, his mouth unhinging wider than humanly possible. Mandibles appeared from his chiseled cheekbones. Chittering and clacking together. David gasped, staggering back. He caught sight of himself in the mirror, and screamed. A grotesque, elongated insectoid face stared back. He'd morphed into a Mantis Man. He reached for the mirror, trembling, but his arms did not respond as they should. They jerked, folded, reshaped, his raptorial forelegs twitched, lined with jagged spines. His human eyes lie beneath a compound lens, wide and pleading, trapped within the grotesque, alien face. He tried to resist. He fought to hold on to his mind, to push down the hunger curling through his twisted body. But the instincts were too strong. His new limbs moved without his command, jerking him toward the balcony. He could smell something outside. Prey. He lunged forward, and crept down the wall of the high-rise, his powerful legs carrying him through the city shadows. He was hunting. His first victim was a homeless man in a forgotten alley. David tried to stop, tried to pull away, but his body acted on its own. Clawed limbs lashed out, slicing flesh, muffling screams. The warm, thick scent of blood sent shivers through his new form, and his mandibles clicked with sick anticipation. He fed. When finished, he scuttled inside the tenement building, his limbs moving in unnatural sync, his mind sinking deeper into the abyss. The next morning, police reports spoke of a brutal, inhuman attack. Bodies mutilated beyond recognition. Some said they saw a shape in the dark, something fast, something impossible. But David wouldn't know. Because David was gone. He hid in the hedge garden at the Golden Years estate. Only the hunger remained. Soon the Blood Comet would pulse through the night sky high above. And David was waiting.